It's Thursday, August 6th. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blancolirio channel with a fresh shave and a haircut in anticipation of eventually going back to work for the airlines. More on that in a minute. Breaking news, it looks like Congress is debating a second, if you will, airline bailout package for airline employees as they debate the $1 to $3 trillion additional stimulus package included in that package and sponsored by employee unions this time, not so much airline management, but by employee unions. It is an extension of the original CARES Act package that prevented the airlines from furloughing any employees until September 30th. So now the package is included to have more money to extend this program from 30 September until March of 2021. So effectively a 6-month additional stay of execution, if you will, of furloughs from employees of airlines. And this package also includes not only airline direct employees, but also concessionaires and some airline manufacturers as well. 16 Republican senators are in favor of this bill, and also 223 members of the House and President Trump, saying that they want a clean extension of payroll support for passenger air carrier employees included in the CARES Act to avoid furloughs and further support those workers. As you know, the airline industry continues to struggle through the pandemic here as the number of people passing through the turnstiles at TSA has stalled at about 25 to 30% of what it once was a year ago. So the airlines are designing schedules and right-sizing the airlines for what they anticipate to be the return of passenger traffic next year. Along with these stimulus packages, airlines have been offering, and thousands of employees have taken early retirements and voluntary leaves of separation for a month or 2 months or 3 months at a time, voluntary vacations. With this additional 6-month extension and with the continued offering of early retirements and voluntary vacations, the airlines may very well be able to downsize to the size that they need to be in anticipation of next year's travel demands with a minimum or almost no furloughs. Of course, hiring will remain frozen during this period, creating potentially an even bigger pilot shortage, a greater bottleneck in the number of pilots in the future, and a greater disparity in experience. However, most training facilities at most major airlines will remain very busy at nearly full production training capability as pilots switch from retiring obsolete fleets of aircraft and get trained up on newer, more efficient fleets of aircraft. So I know there's no love lost for the airlines by most passengers after the way they've been treated during the years of deregulation here, but what do you think about this next airline bailout package? Leave your comments in the comments section below. As far as my personal situation goes, I've received that letter of special issuance from the FAA to go get a first-class medical. I'm going to have my PSA levels checked here in the next couple of days. If my numbers are good, I can go to an AME and then start the process of getting back a first-class medical. This will also allow me to be PIC in the smaller aircraft, including the Luscombe aircraft, as being grounded me for all different categories of medical, first, second, and third. And then I'll start the process of going back to work, and based on to a large degree what input you guys have had, I've decided to go from the Boeing 777, which was the aircraft I was last flying, to switch and go ahead and bite the bullet and train up on the Boeing 787, first officer on the Boeing 787, as most of the 777s at our airline and our fleet are being retired in favor of the more economical Boeing 787. So stay tuned for all that and a lot more aviation content as I get caught up here from taking the last month off doing the just phenomenal ride on the Western Tattenback trail ride. out to Wichita, Kansas and back. Thanks for your support, and thanks for your support, especially over on Patreon. See you here. You like your new haircut, Pete?